Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm afraid of dying in this series. Not because I'm scared of losing a life, but because I really do not want to lose all of my stuff. So today we're going to fix that. Yes, welcome back to Friend or Foe. As it happens, I'm actually the only person online at the moment. We struggled to get a time where we're all available, so we just said this week, record some solo episodes so that the Friend or Foe content doesn't stop. And do you like the bell outside? I think that's great. I also am going to do something about this because I have a nether star and I need some glass and obsidian in order to make a beacon. So there's going to be sand down there, which I think I've already mined before. We can get a little bit more. Let's just carefully work our way down the mountain without taking too much fall damage. And then the sand can be grabbed. Actually got way more than I need, but you know what? We're not going to complain. Then it can be smelted. Obsidian can be mined. And the beacon created. I'll just put the rest of this glass into here like so. There we go. And I've got 51 iron blocks in there and a bunch of iron, but I have an iron farm. I don't have to mess about like Clown Pierce did, mining loads of iron to get a full beacon. Oh no. We farm things on the SP737 channel. So that is, of course, what I am going to do right now. At least I would do that if I hadn't taken a wrong turn. I think I need to go through this forest. I thought it was nothing but smooth sailing ahead. But I clearly went down the wrong river, unfortunately. So yeah, we said we're going to have to go on land. It's not that far. I should really make it so I have nether portal travel between them. But I don't like going to the nether because I just know that someone like Clown Pierce will put some trap on the other side and then I'm stuck and all that. So that's kind of why I'm trying to just go nice and safe along here. And you know what I always say, if you don't go in a portal, you probably won't die. At least that's my new saying on Friend or Foe now. The sun is setting, but we're nearly there. We are now on the smooth open road of the waters, which is good. It means we don't use any hunger whilst we're moving, and it means we kind of move at a good speed as well. A bit faster than running, actually, is boating. Alright, I'm finally here. There is my giant mob farm, which gets me all the gunpowder I could ever dream of. And there is the iron farm. I'm hoping that I've got enough iron from it to make a full beacon, because I have to be in the area for it to work. A chunk loader doesn't seem to properly work on this server for some reason. So let's see, what have we got in here? What have we got in the oh, we've got a good amount. Will it be enough? Time will tell. We have also got a village right here, so I'm going to dip into it and try and find a bed to go to sleep. I might as well not have it at night time when I'm the only one on the server for once. I'm going to use this opportunity to sleep the nights away. Although apparently some crazy person, probably by the name of SP737, took every single bed already from this poor village. So it looks like tonight I'm doing an all-nighter, which I don't really mind. Let's just go ahead and turn these into... Okay, so we've got a decent amount. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to make this full beacon. I said all this stuff about Clown Pierce not being able to make one. And then I'm not going to be able to do one. I think I might have to just stay in the area and then let the farm run for a bit. I think if I go up there, the iron farm will still be working. Not 100% sure. So I guess we're about to find out. The reason I want the iron farm to work whilst I'm up here, though, is because then I'll be getting mob drops at the same time. So it's like a double good thing. Although it doesn't seem to work. So instead, I shall hide right here. Alright, I've waited long enough. And there's a bit more iron in there. Let's count it up. Another 20 blocks. Okay, I think if I also go into my ender chest, into this red shulker box, and pull together all of my iron, I've got enough. I'd actually have 3 blocks to spare, so that's perfect. I'll also grab this little bit of extra iron here. Might as well. I have no use for the red dyes, well, the red poppies, so I'll leave those behind. But we've got a good amount here, which I can take back home and use to build the beacon. Let's plonk that on top. I think I'm going to use it to give myself probably resistance. Actually, I'll change my mind. I'm going to go for half resistance and half regen. Just so I know it's very unlikely I'll ever die when I'm in the area of my house. And now my first issue is that if I was to die in this, I'll lose my armor. And it's all prop 4 armor, which I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to grab some trusty armor stands, which can go right here. And I'm going to see what good armor I've already got, because as you can see, I've got quite a bit to add to the armor stands to make sure I get a full prop 4 set. I've actually almost got an entire full set waiting there. Though these do also need feather falling, depth strider, and respiration and aqua affinity, which I can begin to get right here. Feather falling 4, fantastic. And that's the 3rd time I've got that, which means all the boots I need are there. Now to sort the rest of the pieces. And at this point I'm out of level, so I'm just going to put these boots together. And then I can make my way to the end. Because this is where my Enderman XP farm is. And it'll be the perfect spot to do the upgrades. I simply stand here, look at the Enderman to make them angry, and then they fall in here where I can constantly keep dealing damage. I can use that XP to do the upgrades that I need. And at this point, I've got a lot of extra armor now, and a lot of useful books. So I'm going to grab an unbreaking one, and then put that onto a brand new shield. And I can also put efficiency 5 on my axe, and then some sharpness books to get sharpness 5, which then makes it very worthwhile to turn this into netherite. That does put me in a much happier position as far as all of my armor is concerned, and it can nicely go onto these armor stands. But I also feel like I never have enough stuff like strength, speed, fire resistance, all that good stuff. So I'm going to make a machine that automatically brews it for me. It's not a massive machine, but it does take a few redstone items, which I think I've got enough of. And I'll build it right here. So I'll place down a block. I knew I could build this inside my house. I haven't really got the space though, so we're going outside. But yeah, we're going to do this. Add a couple of repeaters and put them up to max delay. Then I will go ahead and just put this here. Then that on top. And then that like that. So it goes, I do not like you right there. Let's just get rid of this creeper. You know, he was just waiting to blow everything up, wasn't he? So let's stop him before he does that. And that is this part of the redstone done. Then we're going to get a chest here with a hopper behind it. Above this hopper is the brewing stand where all the magic happens. I'm then going to put this like that with a double chest here. Then another hopper, chest on top. And this is where we need to actually add a bunch of droppers like so. Now you're seeing why I didn't build this inside, because I really did not have the space for such a tall machine. And now there needs to be more redstone here to actually connect to these droppers. And with one final torch right here, it is done. Just need to pull out my trusty box of brewing, and then I can get the blaze back to me. We've got a lot of blaze rods, that's good. I will need to make a lot of bottles of water to go in it. Nether wart I'm a little bit worried about. We should maybe have a little nether wart farm going. Yeah, that could be a smart idea, in fact, because I have the stuff to plant on, not in there, but in here. So I reckon somewhere down here, I don't know where. Should we just get it in this little section inside of here? Just a nice little spot for growing nether wart. Fantastic, that's lovely. I kind of want to keep at least one though, so I can see the machine in action. You know, I don't want to do all that and then not be able to sit in action. So I'll put that in there. A lot of blaze powder in here so it has the power. Also fill up loads of water bottles. I think, yeah, we're gonna run out of space, but don't worry, I've got a plan, because I can stand in the very water that I'm there, reach that, and put him in. Look at that. Efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. So that's full of water, which is good. Yeah, that's done. So I want to brew strength, which means I'm going to need more blaze powder as the second ingredient. So we'll go ahead and stick that in there. Then the strength will need gunpowder adding at some point. So the gunpowder needs to go. Amazing if I build up, isn't it? So the gunpowder is not in this one. The gunpowder's in this one. And the only other thing I'm looking for is glowstone dust, which again we do have a lot of, which is good. In fact, we've got so much of it. We've got some over there as well that I didn't realize. So we'll grab that and put it in. And now I get the very tough task of testing it. We press this, and in theory, if everything's worked correctly, oh, it's looking good. We're brewing nicely. And now that it's done, I can press this button and they will go into the chest. What's the big idea? As I was saying, I can press the button, they'll go into the chest, and then it'll start brewing more. But because I've got no nether wart, that wouldn't be a good thing. So, as much as I have got some growing, I think I'm going to go to the nether to collect more. I'm going to go and find well, I know where this fortress is, but I'm going to go and find a place that has more nether wart, which I don't think is going to be too tricky. At least I hope not, because this is kind of growing, but it'll take time. You know, these things don't grow overnight. Would you believe it? I've run out of food again. Well, Minnie does owe me loads of carrots, so I'm just going to go and steal some from him. I even gave him the gold. I want carrots next episode. Well, we still haven't got him. So oh, okay, there is golden carrots in here though. All right, you know what? I'll just take a stack of golden carrots. Obviously, he's been working on it. It's just still not ready. Well, 64 golden carrots will keep me going for now. And that means I can now head to the nether in search of a fortress. But I do know that the fortress that we all know about, that one, it's been ransacked. There's no nether wart left, so we can't go to that one. I do, however, have a tunnel going this way. And I reckon if I extend this tunnel and keep going, I should hopefully come, well, at least a new area. I don't think people have really explored this direction. If they haven't found a fortress, I don't think they will take the nether wart. I have been to other fortresses and not even thought about taking the nether wart, which is, you know, is what I should have done. I should have collected more, got it farming. There's no excuses. There's absolutely no excuse that I haven't got loads of nether wart coming out of my ears. But don't worry, today's a day where we solve all those kinds of problems. Also, it's sad that I have to dig through basalt. I am just going to keep digging this tunnel though, because at least if I do find a fortress, it'll be an exact straight line from where my portal is, which, you know, is always nice. And even if I don't find a fortress when I've finished doing this kind of tunnel, which is carrying, in fact, if we go down here, yeah, that means I don't have to do quite as much digging. I mean, there is a little bit more. I just want to keep it in a straight line, because then when we get to the more open area, I'll know exactly how to easily get back. Something just broke. What just broke? My helmet just broke. Oh man, yeah, I've got back to netherrack at least, and my helmet has just broke. Well, we've got a fortress. That's kind of nice, I guess. I say my helmet's just broke. I do have 4 spare fully maxed out ones now for what I need, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But I didn't need to let that happen. I could have just repaired it. Only thing I do now have to be more careful of is that I will take more damage from... What is this fortress? It better not be a glitch fortress after all this, because it does look a little weird. But as I was saying, I need to make sure that I'm careful, because I'll take a lot more damage now that I don't have a helmet. Certainly not an ideal situation to be in. I might as well grab brown mushrooms as I'm walking past. Does this... Aha, this looks a lot more promising for what I need. Here's the bit where it goes inside. And now I just need... Well, we can only go in one direction, so that kind of makes it a little bit easier. These aren't the correct staircases. For... Aha! I see it up ahead. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's go ahead and clear out some inventory space. We've also got chests here. You never know, we might get more diamonds. Pretty much used up all my diamonds now. Which it's a lot of diamonds to go through, but they've been put to good use, I think. I think they have been put to good use. Seems like a strange thing to say, but I'm ready to die in friend or foe. Like, not in the sense that I want to die, but if it happens, I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for death. Maybe that's the correct way of wording it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep throwing away... Like, I don't need all that netherite, do I? Now we'll get rid of that. But yeah, this is basically all the nether wart that I'm gonna need. Plus, you never know, we might find some decent loot in the chests. So it is worth just having a hunt around. I'm not too bothered about saddles. I think obsidian I am actually kind of bothered about, so we're gonna grab that and take it home and be very happy about it. That's a dead end. I'm like happily collecting any iron and gold I see, even though I have farms for both of them, so I don't really know why I'm doing that. I'm not gonna go that way either. That's a dead end. So I might have actually already explored all avenues, but we'll see. I haven't been upstairs here. Maybe that's the other place that I could go, although it looks like we are... Okay, no, we've got a bit more here, so I'll just put that there. There's a chest at the end of the corridor with more iron. This diamond horse armor, I actually think that is worth taking. If I ever get another horse, I don't know where my current horse has gone. He's always disappearing. It's because I'm leaving in places that probably doesn't help. And then people decide to steal him. All right, 2 diamond horses. Maybe this is a sign that I should get a new horse. Who knows? I don't think I've been down here either. And there is another chest to see. Okay, yeah, we're getting another horse, ladies and gentlemen. It's confirmed. We're getting 3 horses, actually. That's what I should do. I should, like, have multiple sets of armor for every single thing that I can get. That means not just my... Oh, a diamond, nice. But yeah, it means not just my protection 4 armor, but multiple horse armor and multiple horses as well. Look at this. There's been a lot of chests in this fortress. It has been pretty profitable, but I think I've now explored all of it. So I'll head back the way that I came, whilst grabbing a few extra blaze rods. Look how easily I can now get back. Straight into here and straight back home. Now let's put about 10 in there, something like that. I can push the button again. You can see these filter in, and then the new ones will begin brewing. I'm pretty pleased with that. In fact, I'm so pleased that I'm going to build another module right next to it, because this is tileable. You don't just need to have one of these. You can have loads and loads and loads of them in a row. And this one I'm going to do for swiftness, so I won't need anywhere near as many dispensers as I have there, because you only need 2 actually for this one. I mean 3 to be precise. And this top bit is also unnecessary, so it's just gonna go. Then it's just a case of adding nether wart, sugar, and glowstone, which means once I push this button, and also add a torch on the end of here, which I apparently completely forgot about. Now it all works, it fills up, and it starts doing the brewing. Of course, we also just need to add a little bit of blaze powder, a bit of fuel just to keep that going. So it's now sorted and running successfully, and this just makes me feel like I am not going to have to worry about pots. I'm not going to have to worry really about... Okay, I should probably put a helmet on. As I was saying, I'm not really going to have to worry about armor. They also look very, very cool over there. I just love it. I think some of these have grown. So, you know, everything's kind of coming together, ladies and gentlemen, which is exactly what I was wanting. I think it'll leave me much better prepared for the next episode.